Okay. Hey, it's Dan and Will, the Survivor teens, and welcome to Snuff the Torch. Uh, today's Snuff.
My name is PG Law, and I was on season 15, Survivor China.
Yes, it was PG Law who got voted out, opposed to Abby Maria, who once again was able to slide by. Uh,
There's going to be a lot more annoying tribal councils to come.
okay. PG, just to start, where do you think she went wrong today?
Oh, I honestly don't know, dude. I really like PG. She played pretty well in Survivor China. She's pretty likable, but honestly, she didn't make any obvious errors, dude. They just at Savage and Tasha just decided to you know,
Yeah, they just
there's not much you can do about it.
Hmm. If I had to say that she made any error, I would say that it's just picking fights. Like, of course, it's hard not to pick a fight with Abby Maria. She is a little bit intolerable, but you want everyone to be your friend on the island, even if they're not in your alliance. And if you're like that eager to vote one person off, like PG was doing with Abby Maria, and if they don't want to vote Abby Maria off, then you're probably going to be the one going home because Abby Maria for sure will hear about you wanting to vote her off, and she'll turn around and switch to you. Because Abby Maria had no intention of voting PG off that episode. She was going for Varner. So.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you're right. She could have asked Tasha and Savage, what their thoughts were instead of, invoking her own opinion.
Yeah, it wasn't PG's time to go after Abby Maria. Abby Maria is not that big of a threat. You really don't have to worry too much about her. I know that she believes that Abby Maria was going to try to go for PG eventually, but that wasn't the time. All fingers were pointing to Varner. It was very easy to just vote to just vote Varner off. It would have been a simple vote.
I mean, from a strategic standpoint, if you have PG and Abby Maria on your tribe, I could see keeping Abby Maria kind of like Boston Rob did with Philip, kind of, because she is annoying, and it could take some of the heat off of you down the road. But I mean, it's just, yeah, it'd be difficult if it was me. It'd be very difficult for me to not vote off Abby Maria just because of how annoying she is. But from a strategical standpoint, it would probably be maybe more beneficial to keep her. It's one of those really tough decisions where there's pros and cons to both people keeping them or getting rid of them. So
You have to realize, though, that you're only there for 39 days. It might feel like an eternity on the island, but come on, you have to deal with the annoying people. It's not that big of a deal to handle Abby Maria for a couple of tribal councils.
yeah,
She's a number like everyone else, and you have to treat her like one, and you got to handle her like one.
definitely true. Yes.
Okay, let's start with the beginning of the episode. You kind of, from the start, they don't waste any time. They switch the tribes up like we knew what was coming. Our last video talked all about what we thought was going to happen with these tribes. We were semi-accurate, kind of on the right track. So basically, right from the get-go, you have like Andrew Savage talking about how his like bad luck is reemerging, which we know later on the episode kind of takes a turn. He has better luck. What were you saying?
I said, yeah, it doesn't come to be true. He turns it around.
Yeah, right. And it is a kind of funny though. The only tribe that has a minority of Bion members was the tribe between was the Angkor tribe, and Andrew Savage was one of the two. So it was pretty funny that again he potentially could have had bad luck, just like Pearl Islands with the Outcasts.
Mm.
Okay, so kind of people. I thought it was interesting. Every single tribe originally, the people who were in the majority, the four people who were in the majority for each tribe, said, okay, were sticking to our four. Like literally, they panned to each of the four tribes, and they all said the exact same thing. Of course, in history, we know this never actually happens. It's very rare that
Most of the time, it doesn't work out.
yeah, most majorities just end up failing. They want to have a fight with each other for some reason. They always can't just have the easy vote and vote off a minority. It was especially difficult, of course, for Angkor, because if you vote off the minority, which is Tasha or Savage, you're gonna go to tribal council like all the time. You don't want that.
Yeah, that was the difficult part because probably your two strongest people in your tribe are in the minority. So I mean, I guess it'll be interesting to see if for that vote, like if they go to tribal again, will their threesome now like stick together, or will it go back to Savage and Tasha being very important? Then you have to think. I think like we said last episode that they probably know there's not going to be any tribe switching from now on. But if one of the tribes gets decimated, like Angkor, because they're one of the weaker tribes, so like if they get decimated and they get down to like 3 people, they just get absorbed into the other 2. So they definitely don't want that to happen. So it'd probably be good to keep Tasha and Savage.
Mm-hmm. We do know though that another switch or merge or not merge, another fusion between tribes isn't going to occur. This is actually how it's going to be until the merge. We have confirmation on that. So that kind of means that the losses are going to be spread out between the 3 tribes, and one tribe isn't just going to get decimated. Although, who knows? Maybe one tribe will have 2 people. That'll be interesting if there's a tribe with 2 people.
Like Philippines all over again. With Malcolm and Denise.
Yeah, Malcolm and Denise. Well, they got out of it alive.
They ended up getting in the Final Four, so it ended up working out for them.
Denise and Malcolm were the 2 best players in that season, so it works out if you're good enough. I found it funny how once again Wu was on the wrong side of the vote. He's just Wu. He's just Wu.
Is it like I wonder why that is? Is it his social game? Like he doesn't keep tabs with everything, or like is he just
oblivious?
Maybe he hit his head when he fell from that tree in Cagayan. Maybe that's what's causing it.
I think he was brain damaged
before
that.
Too much meditation.
Yep, that's definitely what did it. Wu, I also had another thing with Wu. I can't remember what it was. Oh, right. Varner. I thought it was very funny. Varner, after he had his meltdown, he was basically talking about how he messed up with I forget if it was after the meltdown, but it was sometime throughout the episode. He talked about how he should have talked to PG and Maria to make sure that they weren't flipping with Tasha and Savage. Mm-hmm. I found it very funny that he just didn't mention Wu at all in that group because he knows that Wu is just such a dog that just follows you, and you don't even have to worry about Wu. Wu is gonna stay on your side. You can call him an idiot. You can call him a moron. He'll stay there.
That's what's good about Wu, I guess. He's someone that as long as you don't do anything drastic, you have his vote most of the time, probably.
Yeah, that's why I have Wu going to the final 3. I think it's even if he's in a minority, and even if people think of him as a threat in challenges at the merge, I still can't see people thinking to vote him off because it just doesn't make any sense. He's not gonna do anyone any damage,
He feels he would dishonor his martial arts code or whatever if he did anything wrong, I guess. Yeah, he could make it very deep, but one thing that annoys me with Jeff Probst is that when you get down to the merge, it's the winner of this immunity challenge is a 1 in 10 shot winning this game. But when in reality, usually 1 or 2 people in the group of 10 don't have any chance of winning the game. They're just
Well, but Jeff Probst can't tell them that. He can't just say, "Oh, you're gonna win this immunity challenge, but you're not gonna win the game." You're not gonna win. Let's be honest, Wu. Come on. I don't think he's gonna say that.
No, but yeah, but I mean, it is true though. Like, Abby Maria doesn't have any chance. Cass doesn't have a chance. I mean, in theory, I guess Wu could. Like, if he made some big play or his social game was very strong, but not likely. He'll probably get very deep though, just because he isn't much of a threat.
The only way I can see him winning, and I'm not even sure if he can win in this scenario,
Yeah.
is if he was up against Abby Maria and like
Cass.
yeah, Cass or Keith. Like I can see Keith winning in that scenario. Like Keith is definitely.
Oh, I love Keith.
I think people like Keith better than Wu, and I definitely do. Keith is awesome. Like, come on.
Hilarious, spitting all over the place.
He can't help himself. He's like a cow or a llama, whatever spits.
That's a llama.
It's alpaca. No, llama like spits. Yeah. You know what else I found very interesting this episode? I thought it was really interesting how the two people who have an idol are from the awful San Juan del Sur season. How did that happen?
I don't know, man. Dude, that'd be sick if, like, San Juan del Sur, if, like, they both made the merge and, like, they both teamed up. But it's probably not likely, but it'd be cool. I'm very glad Jeremy found the idol, though, and not, like, Steven or Monica. I was like, oh, my God. If those two fools find I'm going to be mad because Jeremy deserves an idol. Like, he's a legit dude.
Jeremy, him with that idol snatch, he just went after it. He didn't waste any time. He just like dove down, grabbed it ducked for a while, and put it in his pocket. Who was the only who was on his tribe that would have maybe caught him? Yeah, it was Kimmy next to him. Kimmy wasn't gonna know.
The fat vegetarian.
She's not that fat.
Dude, she's gained like 30 pounds since her season in Australia, I swear.
It's okay. Maybe she'll lose it this season if she doesn't.
Yeah, if she lasts long enough.
Who knows? I could see Kimmy going. She doesn't really care who she aligns herself with. Not going out. I mean, like going.
Could be someone in a final three to place yourself with. There's a lot of players in this season that are kind of like, what would you call them if you just like take them to the end just to get votes for yourself?
Go.
Oh yeah. Scapegoat, goat, whatever the heck you want to call it. There's like a lot of players that could do that. You know, you have Kimmy, you have
But like compared to a regular season, it's not that much. It's like let me count. It's one. Wait, 1 second. I have to draw my X on PG.
Kind of.
I have to draw my X on PG because she's out now.
Yeah.
She's out. PG is out. No
I'm
more.
so sad for PG.
Okay, let me see. Let me see who I think is a goat. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. I only count 5 goats, and that is not a lot for season. And I don't even count all of them goats. I think Keith could possibly win.
Yeah.
Cass, people seem to like Cass so far. I don't see any hate for Cass. Not one professional saying Cass is annoying. So,
Maybe she really studied that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Did you see that one? Like, it was like interviewing them all, and like she had that book and she was smiling and she was like tapping it, like, yeah, I'm not gonna piss everyone off this season.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that was just like a thing that I doubt she actually read the book. Let's be honest. Maybe she did.
Oh, like.
But yeah, I counted Wu in that category. Wu, yeah, Wu was a go. Come on, let's be honest. Kimmy, who knows? Kimmy, we haven't seen her for 14 years. Maybe towards the end, she'll start to strategize a little. Who knows? I don't even know if we can count her as a goat just yet. So the only goats I would say are Wu, Abby Maria, and Keith. I would say they're the only like real goats, and that's not a lot out of 17 people that are left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have 2 viewers. I wonder who can. I mean, that's like the most we've ever had live so far, which it's only 2 episodes. Don't get crazy. Like we're not that big of a loser. That like we've been doing this for like 100 years, and someone just left. But anyway, viewers. If you're watching, please comment so we have more things to talk about later in this episode of Snuff the Torch. Because no, 0 viewers. I love our fans. Thank you. Oh, he's back. Whoever it is, I bet it's like my younger brother. But yeah, anyway, please comment so we have things to talk about. Okay, so what do you think about Jeremy with his idol snatch?
I think it's good, but I'm more excited about the Spencer Jeremy friendship alliance, whatever the heck you want to call it. Like I was, like like I don't know, going nuts when Spencer like finally started playing some social survivor, and I was like, yes, my boy has finally figured it out. Because I mean, I like Spencer. I mean, he's pretty. I think if he improves on the social aspect, then he could be a huge contender to go far because he can win challenges. He won like 2 individual immunity challenges, I think, in Kagayan, and then he's a real strong strategic player, and he started to show his social side this episode. And one thing I want to touch on is that Steven was getting on my nerves this episode because he was doing the same thing. What tribe went to tribal council?
Angkor.
Oh, he was acting just like the Angkor 4. He's like, we got 4 against 2. We're invincible, and even if we find the idol, we're going to be unbeatable. And I was like, Steven, bro, like, if you don't watch yourself, you're going to get blindsided, It was just kind of frustrating because that seems to always happen. People think they're in control, and then, it all just, The thing with Steven is that he's a strategic player, but his social game and physical game is just not there. From what it seems this season.
Okay, we're actually getting messages from a woman named Mary William Taran Christine Corney. What a long name. Good for you. He's asking, what do you think about a Cass-Joe partnership?
I think it has potential. Like, it could, if Cass starts flipping out and going crazy, like Chaos Cass, it could keep Joe safe because Joe's a big physical threat. And if there's someone that's extremely annoying that's wreaking havoc on camp and on the people, it could, make the target on your back a little bit smaller. So, yeah.
Yeah, right. She also said that, what do you think about Cass going in the jury? I could definitely see her in the jury. I mean, on the Takeo tribe, which we predicted before this video, that there is no way that they're losing. Like, come on, they have Cass, Joe, Dietz, Wentworth. Come on, everyone is good. Even like Sierra and Keith are pretty good. Keith won like 3 challenges, I think. So it's just dominant. Cass, my bad. Cass, she can just win out with this tribe and head to the merge.
Yeah, true. It could kind of be like they could both think that the alliance between the two could benefit each other. Like Cass could think Joe's physical strength could take the target off her back for being a social player, while the reverse may be the same for Joe, that he may think, her being maybe causing havoc and being a strategic player could take the target off his back. It could, help them both, I guess.
I would think, though, that it would be more beneficial for Cass than it would be for Joe, though, because let's be honest, no one's going to vote out Cass over Joe just because they're a little worried about Cass. They're going to vote Joe out, then they're going to worry about Cass. You can always get Cass out. You can't always get Joe out because he might on an immunity streak.
Mm-hmm. But it's almost kind of like a weakened hidden immunity out for Cass. As long as he's there, he would definitely most likely go before her if it got close to the merge and they're both still there.
Yeah. Honestly, I know why people would align with Joe, because to get, if you're a threat, you want to get
bigger threat.
The target out your back and put it on Joe. But the thing is, if Joe wins immunity, which it's very likely that he might, who is going to be targeted next? It's the next person in the alliance that you're in. You know what I mean? If your alliance member wins immunity, it's a more likely chance that you're going to be voted out. Or targeted, at least. Because you're the next one on the pecking order. So it skips right to you. Okay. Let me see what else I have on my list to talk about. Okay, so let's talk about... Can we talk about a little... This wasn't that important. It was just very quick, very silly. But this kind of set the tone for Varner this episode. Varner in the rain, he goes out there and he's screaming, "Fuck you" at the rain, and I just love that. That was great. And it really spoke words for what happened this episode. The rain really said "fuck you" back to Varner, and he's in big trouble.
Like, I don't know. Like, it could show he's really frustrated with the situation. It could show that, I don't know. It's just, it is definitely kind of funny because I've never seen in Survivor someone just flip off the rain before.
I
Like,
mean, you've seen people like cuddle and like cry about it.
like, I'm so cold.
Like, just
Shiver,
talking
shiver,
about it.
shiver.
Yeah. He's a funny guy. Even though even though he had an awful episode, he is funny.
Yeah, like, I could
He's
see
become a
Varner
little, like,
going deep if he makes the merge.
I can't. Not anymore. I don't think anyone trusts him.
True. But, like, he's not really a physical threat. As long
Right.
as, if he can fix his social game and stop flipping off the rain, I think he has a decent chance.
He's just, you can't, I don't know why he's doing this, but you can't start playing so hard this early. He should have just taken a seat back,
I think,
established himself a little, and then started at the merge.
I think the social game and a little bit of physical is the most important thing early on. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to be the weakest on your tribe. And you don't want to be the strategist nut that's going around saying, we should vote off this person. This is what's going to happen in this scenario. If these votes go this way and these votes go this way, blah, 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 blah. You're just going to annoy people. You're going to be like Max from One World. Worlds Apart. Yeah, Worlds Apart season 30. You're going to be like Max from Worlds Apart, going crazy. And it's just not going to be good. So social game is the most important thing, with a little bit of sprinklingness of physical for the early stages of the game, you know?
Right. You don't need to be too strong in Survivor. You just can't be the worst in your tribe.
Just kind of be somewhere in the middle. But I mean, if it's down to you, then I guess you have to pull through. Just the main thing is don't be the puzzle person or the person making a long stick to grab a key, because if you fail, you're going home probably.
I mean, you gotta put yourself out there sometimes. Actually, you don't really, but if you do put yourself out there, yeah, you definitely can't fail because all the fingers will be pointed at you.
I guess you have to gauge it, like how important. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear the echo too. Okay, hopefully, I think it's gone. Okay,
Yeah.
what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something kind of good.
I was gonna say that, like, I guess you have to gauge the situation, like how important is it for you to go all out and try to save your tribe? Like, if you're behind in the challenge, then I guess, yes, you need to, like, haul butt and, like, try to do what you have to do. But if it's, going okay, then I guess you don't have to go balls to the wall, Jeff Varner style.
You love that.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, Jeff Varner, he's out of it. He's just, I guess he's hungry, he's cold, I'm a little disappointed with him because I did have him going very far, and now I don't know, because if Angkor loses again, why not vote him out?
I mean, he'd probably be the next to go, probably.
He's the weakest on the tribe right now because, as I said in the episode, and as I pointed out, people think that Maria is such a, holdback in a challenge, but it's only because she had a torn ACL in her last season. They told you in this episode she's actually really strong in challenges. I can see her winning some challenges if she gets the merge. I don't think she will get the merge, but who knows?
She could, but, like, if she gets to the merge, like, unless she said, it depends on how much her Brazilian-ness comes out, to be honest. Like,
honestly, she did better this episode. Like, it's not saying much, but, like,
yeah,
it's a little more held back this episode. There wasn't too much fighting.
Yeah, I was impressed with her. Like, she did a lot better than she's probably ever done in an episode before without threatening people and stuff. But, I mean, it's progress, but she still has a lot of stuff she needs to, like, fix and work on if she is going to try to play a legitimate game of Survivor and have a chance at winning $1 million, which she doesn't really have much of a chance.
Yeah. Crap, I had the thing I was going to say again in my mind, and I lost it.
Survivoritis.
Give me. Oh, I remember what it was. Okay. So let's talk about the We Got a Rat scene.
That's like I didn't even fully understand the situation. All I can remember is just someone yelling, "We have a rat." I wasn't even sure why that was. It Tasha?
I loved that scene. I had to rewind it because I didn't understand it either.
Yeah.
Basically, Varner. Oh crap! That stupid echo is back. Give it a second. Is it gone? No.
Yeah.
Shit! This stupid freaking echo. You know what? Who cares? So basically, Varner, he's whispering something to Wigglesworth. I have no idea what he was whispering. I couldn't tell. He was like mouthing it. But Tasha looks at him, and she just like puts her arms up, and she's like, "We got a rat. We got a rat."
That was kind of uncalled for Tasha. I mean, like
I don't know what this is.
Like this early on in the game. I don't see much of a point in doing this and screaming, "We got a rat," really, because it could put a target on your back.
Honestly, I think this was a great move by Tasha. I mean, she just lost the challenge. She knows that she's down in the numbers. If you point your fingers at someone else who's doing something a little suspicious, good
Just
job.
point at the fat guy playing balls to the wall.
What'd you say?
I said just point your finger at the fat guy playing balls to the wall Survivor.
I will like kill you. I do not want to hear balls to the wall anymore. I'm sick of that phrase.
Yeah, it's so 2 weeks ago.
And we didn't even see all of Varner's madness in that scene because Jeff Probst kept on saying that it was like a emotional meltdown. All we saw was like him saying, "I'm not talking to anyone. Like I don't know what she's talking about." I feel like there was more that they didn't show us.
Which is another reason why they should have like 2-hour-long episodes, dang it. Or like an hour and 30-minute long episodes.
It should just be
There's not enough social game being shown.
It should just be the whole day like Big Brother. They just show us like how he's scratching their butts on the island.
It'd be great. It'd be hilarious. Well, it wouldn't be good, but it'd be hilarious.
Okay, I apologize if the echoing actually gets into the final copy of this because that'll be really bad. Please don't think that that's just how we roll every week. No, we are a very good establishment and we know how to...
We run a tight ship.
Yeah, we run a tight ship.
A tight ship of 2.
Yeah.
You have anything else, dude?
Yeah. So we got a rat thing. This is huge for Tasha and Savage. They go from the bottom to the top in like a split.
Start from the bottom, now we're here. Start from the bottom, now we're here.
I don't even know what Varner was talking about when he said no. I mean, Woo says, like, of course I'm the last one to know. I have no idea what they were talking about. If someone could film me on that would be great.
That was just mass confusion.
Right, like it went so quick. Woo was complaining that he was the last one to know about something. Like, I'm not surprised with that, but like, I have no idea what he was the last one to know. So if people can comment on that, that would be great because I'm confused still about what Woo was the last one to know about.
I need to get some better lighting in here. This lighting's very annoying.
I know. I have to upgrade my equipment.
Turn on a light.
Okay, let me look at some of Mary, William, Tarani, Christine, Courtney's comments because she's.
Where the heck is the chat?
I'm finding it. If you go to Hangout Toolbox and you press on the chat button. Oh wait, that's on the chat. Wait 1 second.
You have to actually click the chat.
Yeah, you have to click on the chat.
Nothing's showing up. It says mute, unmute user.
Where am I finding you, William? Mary, I don't even know where I'm finding you. Whatever. Anyway, I'll read it to you. God, that freaking echo is so annoying.
That's okay.
Let me try shutting off my microphone for a second. Okay. Ah, shit. Okay, anyway. Okay, let me see. Shit. Oh, good. My tweet is what attracted her here. She said I can't find a stable live stream, so I rely on tweets. There we go, tweeting. Thank you. Okay, she says, yup, new to KO dominates. Who do you think are the Invisibles? I think she means who do you think is safe?
Oh. Whew, that's tough. That's tough. It's really hard to tell, like, with this kind of season, when there's veteran players and they're all experienced and they all know what's up. It's hard to say who's invisible. There's a lot of different scenarios that can go on and happen. I feel Jeremy, I think, is safe right now. Like, in 2 to 3, episodes, he may not be, but currently I think his social game is really solid, and he has Spencer, I think, is on his side, and he has the other 3 people in his so-called alliance on his side, from what I see so far. So I think Jeremy's one person. Joe right now I think is safe. With only 6 people on a tribe, like, the strong people are probably the safest right now. Because you can't really afford to get rid of someone that's like one of your strongest people at this point when there's only 5 or 6 people on your tribe. So
Yeah, definitely. I think all the strong ones are safe right now. That's what these 3 tribe setups do for the strong people. They guarantee them a spot at the merge. Well, not merge, but like
but close to the merge, like 1 to 2 tribals.
Definitely. We talked about Spencer and Jeremy before. You want to talk about like that conversation that they had?
Yeah, like I haven't seen that side of Spencer before, so it's definitely pretty cool. Like I don't know. Like I think it's great that Spencer's finally trying to play the social game, and Jeremy's the right person to go to because Jeremy right now is one of the safest people on the tribe, I think. And Jeremy's a good dude. He's not the type of person I don't think to just like backstab someone or hurt someone that's close to him. So if Spencer develops a close bond with Jeremy, they could go pretty far together, I think.
I thought it was interesting. I texted you about this. I thought it was interesting how Jeremy hears Spencer's, like whole speech about his girlfriend and all that stuff, and right away he's like, "Yep,
bring up his wife."
That guy, he's a good guy. I'm gonna trust him definitely." Did you see Spencer's season? Like, I know Spencer didn't flip at all and everything like that, but any strategic person, you have to know that they're not gonna be like there for you at all times, especially if you're someone like Jeremy, who is definitely he's a threat in this game.
Well, I think Spencer trying to play the social game, like that's one thing about the strategic people is that sometimes they'll like leave people out of the loop sometimes because they're just going around and around and around with strategic stuff that they sometimes forget to have enough of a social game to tell everyone what's going on and keep everyone on the same page. But for Spencer, I think if they hook up, not as a friendship, I think if they partner up, then it could benefit Spencer more than Jeremy. I think because Jeremy's definitely a physical threat, and it's kind of like the Cass and Joe scenario in a way. As long as Jeremy is in the game, Spencer, it takes a little bit of a target off his back.
Oh, we still didn't really get to the question. So, who are the Invincibles? I think, me personally,
the strong people.
The strong people for now, right? Takeo, I think all of them are safe. I can't see them going to a tribal council.
But if they do, who would you say would go if Takeo went?
Sierra.
Yeah, we talked about that last episode. Sierra's definitely the weakest.
But maybe not, only because... Let me see for a second. I mean, it could be Wentworth or Dietz. They, too, like every other tribe, said, we have the majority, let's stay with us. We're good, we're a strong 4. So, and Dietz and Wentworth are in that bottom. It could be Dietz because You heard them. You heard Wentworth with her. I'm pushing him. I can't even talk. I'm pushing him under the bus thing with her kick stuff.
So we're kicking the air kicks.
Yep. She was like, "I'm gonna keep him on the bus." I rewinded that to watch it again. Yeah. So maybe it's Dietz, maybe it's Sierra. I would say it's those two people from Takeo. Angkor, I would say Varner and Abby Maria are in danger. I can't see Wu being in danger. Come on.
For Takeo, it depends on how far along their first tribal is. Like, if they are safe like 2 more episodes, I think, and it's like, let's see, there's 17 people now, and their first tribal was around when there's 14 people left, then yeah, you could get rid of Terry, I think. But like, if it's this next episode, then I would think Sierra probably.
Yeah. And then Bayon, I gotta give props to Monica. She had a confessional this episode. It was one.
Woo!
Yeah, Monica. Woo! Kimmy didn't have a confessional. It's okay though, but because Monica and Kimmy now tally for a total of, I think, like 4 confessionals for all 3 episodes.
That's great.
Way to go, Survivor editors. You're finally showing us that Monica.
Another reason why they need 90-minute episodes. There's just too many people. Like, I could see like the first 4 episodes being 90 minutes, then switching to regular like 40 minutes. Because like early in the season, there's 16, 18, or 20 people that you have to try to get for the most of them. You know, you try to get confessionals for them, but it can be so difficult because you only have 40 minutes. At least 5 minutes is tribal. At least 5 minutes is the challenge. Or if there's 2 of them, it's like 10 minutes. So it can be very difficult to try to fit everyone, but yeah. If you're watching this CBS, make the episodes 90 minutes long, please.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but you can dream.
I know. I think everyone would prefer 90-minute episodes.
They are going to come to our channel. They're gonna see this video. They're like, "Yep, gotta make it 90 minutes now. Will said so." You know. Yeah. So Bayon, that's who I think is gonna hit the road if they go to tribal council. I think that Monica is potentially in danger only because we really don't know anything about her. Same thing with Kimmy.
Yeah.
And I still think that Fishbag is in danger because, as you can see, Spencer and Jeremy are doing well together.
Also, Fishback feels safe and secure, and that's one of the worst feelings to have because that means your awareness isn't sharp and you're not, looking at all of the possibilities.
I think Fishback should get like an award for like worst edit for a player of a status like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's probably one of the more disappointing players this season, to be honest. Like, he's getting confessionals, but he's just not the old Fishback from season 18,
Maybe the editors, they're just like, haha, we tricked you. He actually goes to the end and wins. You thought that he was a bad player this season. No, he turns around and does well.
Nah, they usually don't do that kind of stuff.
I know, but I think it would be a funny joke with Fishback because the Survivor people know him so well.
Yeah. Do you have any other, closing things? Because we're nearing 1 hour.
Yeah. I think the last thing to say that I didn't get to say yet is Tasha. I think she's in the power seat right now in her alliance and her tribe. I give her MVP.
It's a good social game.
I don't know who you give MVP, but if I was on a tribe with Tasha, I would want to align with her. She's just so strong.
She has a good social game too.
She's just great. Everything goes her way. Well, I wouldn't say everything goes her way always. I was gonna say that, but then I remember the Brains tribe. But come on, Tasha, way to go this episode. You got yourself out of a jam. It looked easily. You pinned it on Varner, then you pinned it on Abby, then you pinned it on PG. Come on. Good job.
In the span of only a couple of hours.
Yep. In the span of an hour on our television set.
I don't think I have anything else. I think I've said just about everything.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll be coming back on Sunday at around 7. Find us at Snuff the Torch on YouTube. Please subscribe. Will didn't have his banner up today. The banner that it's right there. Will didn't have that up today. But follow me. I do live tweets. Daniel J. Kaplan. That's my Twitter. So follow me, and I'll be tweeting about our YouTube channel too. Will, what's your Twitter name?
Just Will Compier. Will and then COMPERE, and I pretty much just tweet about Survivor mostly.
That's all he tweets about.
Basically.
Okay, yeah, so please subscribe, because not that I care about subscribers or anything. I just want you to be able to find us. People always have a hard time finding us because we're so hidden and new. So yeah, do that. Give it a like up so people know that we're awesome. And see you on Sunday. Hope for another good episode. Bye.